That trailer was hot. It was fire. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and today, guys, one of the biggest announcements and reveals has been released, and that is the first trailer of Shang Chi and the 10 Rings. Oh my god, guys. I have to be honest, after Endgame, there were very few films that we're very excited for as far as Marvel went, and this is my most anticipated. Especially since I am a kung fu freak. I love Bruce Lee. I love a lot of action and stuff like that. So this is going to be the first live action kung fu, all out, balls to the wall, freaking Marvel film. And I am eager to see how they do. Full disclosure, I've already seen this trailer, but I wanted to watch it again and just see if I could pick apart some other things that I didn't notice before. So I'm going to react to the trailer again. And at the end of it, I'm going to take it piece by piece and see what I really like and what stands out to me as far as this trailer goes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take another look at this goddamn awesome trailer. Yeah, as soon as I saw that stump right there, or that indent and divot, I knew what the hell that was. Every kung fu mastermind knows about that. Dude's living humble.
I gave you 10 years to live your life.
But very humble. Karaoke! Chillin'. Ooh. So the big thing about this is that this is the Mandarin's son. And he was trained and destined for all this crazy ass stuff. Which I love.
The most dangerous people in the world couldn't kill you. Son.
Ivan Drago's son.
It's time for you to take your place by my side.
That's my Mandarin right there. And it's interesting that they did with the 10 rings, instead of actual rings, they made them rings on his arms. Which from an action kung fu standpoint, you know, the 36th chamber of the Shaolin, amongst other things, those are totally part of the kung fu schema.
Who are you?
Oh, it's so badass. Woo! That trailer was hot. It was fire. For real, guys. I had the most like shit-eating grin when I first saw that trailer. I love this thing, man. And Awkwafina, of course, being the comic relief best friend, she's kind of grown on me. I've been seeing her come up in a lot of different movies. I really liked her in Raya and the Last Dragon with Kelly Marie Tran. They did a great job. So this is right up my alley on so many levels. So let's go ahead and take a look back at what we got going on here. So right off the bat, you're dealing with this temple, this almost kind of mysterious, like secluded temple, I'm going to assume. And of course, it's going to be where the Mandarin and Shang-Chi is from, of course. And, you know, right off the bat, boom, you see that little divot right in the freaking log, that you know that was some type of training that he was forced to do. And then it just solidified it when you see the clip and everything. And I think this is pretty interesting because as far as the way of the trailer and everything goes, you get in a very different type of trailer because you're having the villain narrate this. And essentially, from what I hear, Shang-Chi is going to be the son of the Mandarin. And in this universe, of course, you had the Trevor Slattery Mandarin, who had 10 rings and was a poser, and then you had the real Mandarin, who was going to be this one right here, and they did a little bit of shifting around with the backstory and everything. Really dig the humble kind of, you know, soul that Shang-Chi's looking like. Very, very modest living. He's a valet And incidentally enough, he's got the red, the black, and the white going on, just like his costume's gonna have, which I think is pretty cool. Although I have to be honest, when I'm seeing some of the stills for the suit that he has, I don't really care for the suit too much. I mean, I know they were trying to do the Marvel type of thing, but it feels very much like kind of how Black Panther's suit is if you didn't have a mask and you threw some like more color on it. As far as the design and everything, for me personally, that I felt a little lackluster on, but overall, not going to deter me from this movie. Hell no, it isn't. Him and Aquafina and his friends just chilling, hanging out, getting drunk, partying it up. And then all of a sudden, we're seeing again some clips about everything. You got the Mandarin, then you got this mysterious looking, badass right here. Can't tell if that's a dude or a chick, but either way, I would not want to mess with them. And it's really funny because the Mandarin says, "You've grown up in my shadow." And here we go. The Mandarin right here. And like I said, those things right there, best believe you've seen those before if you're a Kung Fu fan. In several movies. But the one that sticks out to me personally is the 36th Chamber of the Shaolin. And that right there. Gordon Liu. Lau. I can never say his last name. I'm sorry. That right there. Boom. Right in my head. And I think that works so much better in this context rather than 10 mystical rings or anything. Don't get me wrong, the Mandarin, having those mystical rings and everything and kind of being in the Iron Man kind of lore and everything in the comics and everything was kind of, cool for its time and everything. But this, obviously they're trying to ground it a little bit to a certain degree, but at the same time, those are clearly mystical. Either that or they've got some type of nanotech or something like that. But I'm leaning more towards mystical because Shang-Chi's got some super strength and speed and agility. And just the different imagery that we see inside of this film, trailer at least, leads me to believe that there is some mythic powers and some type of prophecy and everything. Because there's always one of those in there. And that never gets old as far as I'm concerned. The Mandarin coming in. He's probably got his own tong he started out with. Or he does some stuff with, and he kind of runs everything. He's bringing his son in there, and he's just, freaking causing a stirring some shit up. Probably Mahjong or like an underground gambling place. And then you're seeing that interplayed with Shang-Chi's training and how at the very young age he is dispatching a bunch of freaking assassins like nothing. And then this comes into play with a lot of kung fu martial arts movies where there's a point of, this kind of pain desensitizing. Jean-Claude Van Damme's done it. Freaking everybody under the sun has done some type of thing like this. And again, it's it's giving me chills because I never would have thought Marvel would be doing some cool shit like this, in my opinion. So getting that, again, Mandarin kind of watching him. This looks like it could be potential for some badass throwdown in a club right here. So that's cool. Ivan Drago's son, I can't remember his name. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, dude, you were awesome in there. And then he looks crazy because he's got a blade for a hand. So I'm wondering if Shang-Chi's going to take his hand or something like that is going to be tied into the backstory. Of course, you're going to get the obligatory, shirt off shot, especially when the dude's been training for this freaking film nonstop, probably. And that's the shot right there. That's the real freaking Mandarin, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Mandarin, if I ever did see one. And that is my Mandarin. Hashtag my Mandarin. And then you see all these other people in the background here. There's going to be a lot of big fights. And the thing is that I'm led to believe that the Mandarin is an old kind of generational evil. He's older than he looks, basically, and he's took down some things, or those rings have been passed down, or he obtained those rings somehow. And basically, all these kind of mystical fights and everything took place well before Shang-Chi was born. And then obviously you're getting the cool throwdown with him and his teacher, and you're getting some cool high-flying kung fu in the forest. Very evocative of a lot of Chinese action cinema. I'm thinking this is in the club kind of area again. Now, is that Shang-Chi? Yep, it's Shang-Chi battling this chick. And then, of course, fighting on a nice little bus that is clearly not not CG in the background. Fighting his dad. Again, a lot of warlord stuff. Yeah, I'm all in on this. I definitely dig it. And then, of course, because his friends don't know about it, you get the surprise look from Aquafina. And then the money shot right here that caps it all off. Right here, the badassness. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, ah. Oh, yeah. He's ready to just kick more ass. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a Shang-Chi trailer. That's all I can say, man. I am beyond excited. Beyond excited for this shit to drop. I cannot wait. My ass is going to be in the theater for this shit right here. But anyway, guys, that's enough of me gushing over this because it's freaking awesome and amazing. What do you guys think about the first trailer and teaser for Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings? Have you guys gotten interested in Marvel again after dropping off? Are you guys, having some excitement because we're getting our first big kung fu action Marvel movie? And I know I am. But guys, let me know down in the comments below. If you dug the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a sub, hit that bell button. That way you never miss a moment of my content. But until next time, guys, as always, I'm Jay. So take care, and bye.